here today.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Reese?
All right, Holly. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Dropping back, it's Clemens. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hand off to Joyner. Taken down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going for it all. Pulls it in on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Clemens. Out wide left, it's Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raider! A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Arrington. Breaks the tackle. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, going to throw it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Maybe a double pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Throws for the tight end. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Drops back. It's Clemens. They're all over him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Long way to go on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And how about this freshman getting involved again? Man, this is the guy that we talked about in the meetings coming into this game. To see a freshman flying around, getting in the backfield, making those...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Arrington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Handoff again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Rios. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of this drive. Going to try to get it himself. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Right side, it's Keys. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Straight ahead, it's Joyner. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Moves the pocket. It's Clemens. Under pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success. not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Look out! Trying to escape and get it himself. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception and get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Moving the pocket, it's Rios. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. Like they told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Summers. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Rios. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on third down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they pick the right opportunity. They get the third down conversion and a new set of downs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking to throw for it. Hauls it in. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Georgia Tech spends its second timeout, and they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Rios. Rushes on. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Temple Owls, taking on the number 22 team, the Memphis Tigers.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Give to the running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second and long here. Looking for a man. It's Rios. Just gets rid of that one.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. Fires to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They've loved nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Clemens. Extending the play. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Sweet. Return. Level. Box.
Needs it here on fourth down. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Red Raider! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. That time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Finds his man, and he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Arrington. Rush right in his face. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
Looking to throw, it's Rios. Fires left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And here he comes out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They They use the end around. First play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
This corner is good in man coverage. He's also really good in zone. That time, cover 3. He's got the deep third of the field, so anything deep down at the boundary is something that he's going to have a play on, and he shows you his ball skills, able to come away with that INT.
Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's changing the play. Here's a give to Joyner. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Sets his feet. It's Clemens. Reels it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down.
Sweep.
Quarterback changing the play. Snaps on 4th down. Turns it upfield. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. When you absolutely have to have a play, use that big body slant to move the chains on 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and short. I mean, you got to know the ball's coming out quick as a defense, but wins really quickly inside with the slant, catches the football, and picks up even more yards after the catch. Nice timing by this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right. It's Joyner. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Here looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Sends it back in motion. He'll try to do it himself. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. this offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Rios. Makes the grab. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now on first down from the 30. Looking for room. It's Arrington. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow-developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking for a man. It's Rios. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to pass a clock an enemy. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking to throw. Still looking. Going for 6. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.